Very good, very good. Okay, start. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपार करुणा सिंधुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ओम यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्र मरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः now the 6 slokas ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः श्री सरस्वती नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम श्री भगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. Can please check Jagannath Gupta's camera? Something is wrong. Maybe you can switch off camera. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhasvata Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate Jnanam Gneyam Jnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham Pavitramiha Vidyate Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddha Kalenatmani Vindati Jnanena tu Tadajnanam Esham Nasitamatmanaha Tesham Aditya Bhajnanam Prakashayati Tatparam Yathaidhamsi Samidhognihi Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna Jnanagni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha Yasya Sarve Samarambhaha Kama Sankalpa Varjitaha Jnanagni Dagdha Karmanam Tamahu Panditam Buddhaha Om Shanti 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 Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Chaturthodhyayaha Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogaha Om Narayana Parom Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantaspi Me Lokaha Saptadvipacha Medini Om. We chant sloka number 32. And then I'll teach now and then we can learn and then chant again. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Bahubidha Yajnaha Vitata Brahmano Mukhe Karmajan Vidhitan Sarvan Evam Jnatva Vimokshase. Doctor, chant panunga. Unmute panunga. Shri
Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Bahuvidha Yajnaha Vitata Brahmano Mukhe Karmajan Vidhitan Sarvan Evam Jnatva Vimokshase.
Very good. All of us together. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Evam Bahuvidha Yajnaha Vitata Brahmano Mukhe Karmajan Vidhitan Sarvan evam jnatva vimokshase. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ramesh Venkateshan, welcome back. India untala? Still US, in the US. Okay. See, that is the greatness of the profession of doctor. Once you got a doctor, that is only as a doctor. Nah, we don't call the name. I call madam only doctor. And the certain professions are very noble. Noblest profession is an acharya who teaches, all this, Vedas and Vedanta. So, should always be careful not to utter the name of the guru. Okay. Now, we are in the 4th chapter. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to all of you. Very important portion of the 4th chapter and concluding portion. So, Bhagavan is going to revise quickly a lot of concepts that we have studied already and bring the 4th chapter to conclusion. And he was hoping, and again, after the 4th chapter, Arjuna would have gotten up and started to fight. But luckily, he didn't get up and fight. So, it went on till 18th chapter. And so, we got a lot more information. And what all information we got? Atmanathan. Entire Veda Saram is there. Samasta Vedartha Sara Sangraham you're able to get. So, sometimes, if you are too intelligent, you cannot get enough from the Guru. Konja. You'll get more from the teacher. Okay, clear? Now, sloka number 32. So far, what is the context? We have discussed different types of yajna bhavana. So please understand, yajna is what you do directly, and in all these actions, when there is a thought of yajna, it becomes yajna bhavana. Ritvish, you got it, no? And anybody who is studious enough, please put all the different yajna bhavana that Bhagavan has given. Right from your breathing also is yajna bhavana. Na apane juhvati pranam. So even apana prana, everything Bhagavan has wonderfully given a concept of yajna. What is the takeaway? We all like takeaway, right? What is the takeaway? NRS? What is the takeaway? Takeaway is that one has to build the concept of yajna or sacrifice, giving up, from giving to give up, to chitta shuddhi, to Vedanta Shastra, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and Sakshatkara, Jnanam, then Moksha. This is a process. You cannot skip any step. Please understand that you cannot suddenly come and parachute yourself to a Vedanta class without going through a proper rigor of all these steps. So what we say, now that you're in Vedanta class, do both parallelly. You cannot say that I will finish everything in Karma Kanda, then come here. Even 100 Janmas, you will not be able to finish. Okay? So, Brahmarpanam, Brahmavidya, Ramesh Venkateshan, correct. Everything is from there. The Yajna Bhavana is starting, and so you continue in all the actions. Now, the question will come, sir, is it something that Krishna Paramatma has invented on his own? Nah, Sri Vidya Rajaraman. See, Bhagavan invented, has he invented himself? Nah. So Bhagavan says that very clearly, these are all yajnas which are prescribed in the Vedas. Please understand. So that's what I keep saying. Anything that we have to understand or learn has to be finally originating from the Vedas. Clear? Not something somebody can manufacture on their own suddenly. No, that manufacturing won't last for long. Nah, so it will go away. So Bhagavan himself is saying many types of yajnas are elaborated in different pages of the Vedas. Pages means what? Different khanda, different prashnas, different chapters, different Vedas. So many things have been described in what? How many Vedas are there? There are 4 Vedas, right? In Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samveda, Atharva, everything. And Bhagavan is telling, my dear Arjuna, please know them all to be born of action. That means what? In action, one has to integrate yajna bhavana. Are you getting the point now? From karma, just by doing mere karma will not give you chitta shuddhi. By including 2 things, write down today. Now you're all now experts. Yoga and yajna. So, by yajna bhavana, you get purity, and having all the steps for karma yoga. Now you have to combine both third and fourth chapter. That's one. Meenakshi Bhagavan is increasing the totality of the knowledge. So from the third chapter, you bring the karma yoga part and all the steps that are described in. So somebody has to go and summarize 4 key points of yoga from karma yoga third chapter and 4 key points from yajna bhavana of fourth chapter. Once you integrate, it becomes a checklist. You don't need to practice all the yajnas that Bhagavan is saying. So please don't think that you do everything. No. Pick and choose 2 or 3. Nah, choice is yours. So in this fourth chapter, Bhagavan has given 8 or 10 different types of yajna bhavana. Pick whatever you're comfortable, but practice it regularly, constantly, consistently, with commitment. Then it will give you results. Okay, so it's not like if you're trying one day, one profession, and all those things, right? So, see, finally, everybody will be comfortable in something. You choose that and do it. So, born of action. So, Bhagavan is saying, don't be a mere performer of action. What is karma yoga? Right action plus right attitude. Attitude of what? I will not really focus on results, but enjoy my action. I will not get upset with the results, but I'll do the job properly. All those things are right attitude. Another is the yajna bhavana, which is introduced in third chapter, but elaborated practically for us in the fourth chapter, is to integrate the what? Sacrifice. See, the tyagam has to come. If you want to get finally moksham, na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amritatvama nashuhu. So to culminate in the jnanam, which involves sacrificing everything, sannyasahana, giving up everything. One day you have to do, if not this janma, after 1,000 janmas. For that, you start giving up one by one small things. Correct? There are a million things you are holding on to. Unless we give little bit, no 0.001% now, next, and like that. So, I know how many janmas you will take. Unless that happens. So, what is the idea? First, mentally renounce. Mentally, you don't have to physically renounce anything. Physically, let things be around you. Mentally, don't have attachment. And so, once you know this, from action to yajna bhavana, from mere karma to yajna bhavana, having known thus. So that means what? Bhagavan is putting a lot of emphasis on all the preparatory steps. That is why Bhagavad Gita is called as what? Navinangatramni? Yoga Shastre. We chant at the end of every chapter, right? Yoga Shastre. Yallana karma yoga, yajna bhavana, chitta shuddhi. All these are Yoga Shastre. And Bhagavan says, having known these methodologies, you will be free. That means what? Bhagavan gives encouragement. If you follow all these things, you will get moksham. Does it mean directly you will get moksham? No, other questions are. Your grandson or somebody is going to school. He's going to second standard. Nalla padichina will become a very good doctor. That means what? Tomorrow is the person going to become doctor? No, encouragement. Do well, do well. So what is the step? Attain chitta shuddhi, go to a guru, study Vedanta Shastra properly, understand, integrate, assimilate, transform, and establish yourself in the ultimate truth. Clear as the process. So Bhagavan said, very important for you to follow. So now all of you look at your ebook. You got the ebook or not? Okay? So Bhagavan is coming to the concluding portion, shloka number 25 to 34. Look at page number 2. Glory and means of Jnanam. So Bhagavan is going to introduce this topic of glory and means of Jnanam. We'll study the next 2 shlokas today and then we'll summarize page number 9. So I've just indicated beginning itself. So you keep your ebook ready. We'll revise that after finishing 34th shloka. So Padavibhaga Anmaya for shloka number 32. Evam Bahuvidhaha Yajnaha Vitataha Brahmanaha Mukhe Karmajan. Pathingla? Karmajan vidhi tan sarvan evam jnatva vimoksyase. Anmaya. Evam bahuvidhaha yajnaha vitataha mukhe brahmanaha vidhi tan sarvan karmajan jnatva evam vimoksyase. Simple, no? Now see, certain things you have to observe properly. Anvaya is easy, but the meaning you have to pay some attention. Evam. Evam means what? In this manner. In this way. Which way? All these slokas. So go from Brahma, Brahmavihi. Go from sloka number? Inga. Sloka number 24. See? How many yajnas? Rajaraman. 24 length, from 24 to 31. 8 slokas. Correct? NRS? Mathematics correct? 8 slokas, each of them maybe 1 or 2 is given. So many types are given. You pick and choose. So what is tomorrow Sunday program? Sunday full day holiday. Ravi-ji, no Vedanta study, right? Other people after 8:30 no class. So go to this when the subject matter is very clear in the mind. Do some exercise to help you for the rest of the life. So go to these 8 slokas. Pick up 2, 1 or 2. Now, Srini Swami, that you can practice as Yajna Bhavana and integrate that in your life. We are doing it. Most of us are doing it. Now do it consciously. We may be doing unconsciously, but do it consciously, because difference between doing consciously and unconsciously is that if you do consciously, you get the benefit. If you do unconsciously also, you will get something, but when you're conscious, you'll be more focused. That's the idea. So Bhagavan says, Evam. In this manner, bahuvidhaha yajnaha. Bahuvidhaha, very simple word. Many types, yajnaha. Yajnas, bahuvachana. So many types of yajnas, vitataha, means what? Are elaborated or explained. Mukhe brahmanaha. Now, this is a very nice word, Seshadri sir. People who don't know Sanskrit, mukhamu undurte. Inna brahmanaha undurte. So, Brahmaji has told from 4 faces. Now, can you say that? Brahmanaha here means in the Vedas. I told you the word Brahma has got what? 5 meanings. Vedas Tattvam Tapo Brahma Brahma Vipraf Prajapatihi. That means what? Krishna here, the word Brahma, when you say without Dirgham, Hrasvam, Vedaha Tattvam Tapaha. 3 meanings. Can somebody write? Somebody in the chat box for benefit of all people. Brahma. If you say Brahma, so it means Vedaha Tattvam Tapas. Say Brahma Sonnaka Vipraha Brahmanaha Prajapatihi. Your Chaturmukha Brahma. Clear? Purinjada? Clear? So Brahmanaha means what? In what? In the Vedas, where Mukhe, here Mukhe means in the pages, in all the chapters of the Vedas, what has been elaborated? Many types of yajnas are elaborated. What is Mukhe Brahmanaha? Mukhe Brahmananaka in the pages of the Vedas, in the chapters of the Vedas. Clear? So first section of the sloka is in this manner, many types of yajnas are elaborated in the pages of the Vedas. Vidhi. So Bhagavan is saying no. So it's not enough saying it is there in this, it is there in that book, it is there. What is the point? I'm telling you, an ounce of practice is tons of noise, greater than tons of knowledge. Correct? So knowing so many things, learn little bit and practice it. Here no means know and integrate and practice. So Vidhi, no, tan sarvan. So Bhagavan is saying, know them all. I don't want to be so strict. Rajasagar, by the time you know everything that is there, you will retire. So you learn a few of them and practice them. So practice a few of them, know them all. Tan sarvan. What as what? Karmajan, to be born of action. So Bhagavan is saying they're all born of action. But for us, the homework is Where can I apply in my action? See, you can say, many people come and say, in Gita, Bhagavan has told this. In this Upanishad, somebody has told this. What is the point? He's saying it has been told everywhere. How is it applicable to me? So apply it, learn and apply it. So here the message is, know them to be born of action. But finally, Bhagavan says, Karmajan means what? Karmena jayate. That has arisen from karma. Karmajan, simple word, karmajan. Okay. So, Jnatva evam. Once again, he's telling, once he told vidhi. Vidhi means known. No. Jnatva means having known. Evam. Thus, in this manner, you have to understand. Clear, huh? So, having known thus. That means what? What is the message? No, Janaki madam, you have to practice. Not just know. I told you in the last class. There is a difference between karma and jnana. Write down today, very important. In karma, 2 steps are required. One, you have to understand all the steps properly and follow them rigorously. Just by knowing, you will not get the benefit. Clear, huh? Whereas in jnanam, there is nothing to do. You know, Dada, Gnana Margam simple. I told you, Gnana Margam is extremely simple, cheap, but most difficult. People think it is simple and cheap will be easy. But Gnana Margam, you have to really apply your mind. It's the most difficult thing, right? Application of the mind in spiritual path is difficult. So first do all these things. So having known thus, Jnatva evam vimokshase, you will become free. Does it mean immediately after doing this yaga and all, you will be free? Yajna bhavana will get you freedom? It's all encouragement. Correct? Huh? When you're beginning your career, Allah Pandaba, go and work properly, you will become one day CEO. You know, Satish Nishchal. Correct? Huh? Correct? Go kelsa madadre, niyata kelsa madadre, ondina company CEO agtiya thela, chena kelsa madadhive. Correct? Atara always give encouragement to people. So Bhagavan encourages, the encouragement shloka, also a lot of knowledge. Clear? Huh? Shloka number 33. Sri Bhagavan uvacha Shreyan 𝐤𝐚𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐵𝐢 Gnana yajñah parantapa sarvam karmaakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. Madam is now, we'll chant together. Sri Bhagavan uvacha Shreyan 𝐤𝐚𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐵𝐢 Gnana yajñah parantapa sarvam karmaakhilam partha Gnane parisamapyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. No problem. It's not a problem. Okay. Now you see, this is called 5-star shloka of the 4th chapter. Parango. 4 kaprana varde, 5 varde liya. The 5-star shloka of the 4th chapter, Bhagavan is saying, whatever you are doing, hey Arjuna, whatever you may be doing, all these yajñas without exception will lead to only one way. What is the way? Way is jnanam. The path are many ways. Please understand. As I told you, no, to reach your airport from your home, how many routes are there? Now, Vinodji, San Francisco airport, evlo route irukku? I-98, different route irukku. You can go by a different route. But after reaching airport, there's only one flight to go to India. Chennai flight, correct? And the flight. Like that, the path of Chitta Shuddhi, the path of karma and upasana are manifold. Yajna is one of them. So, but finally, they all culminate in the one path. And once you are set on one path, you have to travel in that path only. You should not deviate. So, Bhagavan is saying, Gnana Yajna is the most superior Yajna. Pathingla? Gnana Yajna is superior to all other Yajnas which are involving material. So, even in what? In the Yajna Bhavana also, Bhagavan talked about studying of scriptures. Yes or no? Take practicing 2 things. Parayanam and this Gita study. Itself is Yajna. It's called Gita Gnana Yajna. Where you are applying your mind or not? You are applying mind, no? So that Gnana Yajna is superior to all kinds of yajna bhavana, whether you give dravya yajna or pranapana yajna or food yajna or any yajna you're doing. Compared to that, when you put your intellect in study of Shastras, that's what Bhagavan means. Understand? When you sit down and study Shastras with the Guru properly, that is called Gnana Yajna. Write down. When you prepare yourself in this path, ultimately the Gnana Yoga will be very clear. The direction is very clear. Are all not very clear? Vijayendra, Rajasagar, Ravi, is the clarity in our vision or not? Till now it is clouded. Lot of haze was there. Now when the sun, the Gnana Suryam comes, when the haze goes away, similar to that, you're all very clear, no? What is the final path? Rajasagar, clear. Clearing up. Clearing up now, correct. So, be clear that practice. That is why any amount of effort you put in studies, in knowledge, in education, in spiritual field will be the highest thing that you can do. Clear? I told you one Svashta sometime back. In Rajasagar, Nachora Haryam, Nacharaja Haryam, Nabhatra Bhajyam, Nachabharakari, Vyaye Krite Vardhata Eva Nityam Vidyadhanam Sarvadhana Pradhanam. The wealth of knowledge is the most superior wealth. And so when you do Gnana Yajna, you're focusing on knowledge. It's superior to all other yajnas involving materials. Clear? Why? Because material, when you spend, it becomes Vyayam, it becomes spent, not useful again. But when you integrate in Gnana Yajna, knowledge, when you spend the Jnana, what happens? When you spend knowledge, when you're spending, when you're teaching, that means you're spending the knowledge, right? Madhu Harish, when you teach your son, your daughter, what happens? It only increases. Ram Ram's example, he teaches his son. Son also brilliant, he's also brilliant. Like that, you get more and more knowledge when you teach. So increases. So Bhagavan says, Jnana is superior to all other yajnas involving materials. So all of the yajnas are material yajna, non-material, that is knowledge yajna is another. So Bhagavan says, whatever you may do, every action has to finally culminate in knowledge without exception. What does it mean, Ramesh Venkatesan? We are all doing so many different actions in life, yes or no? Morning to night, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and suddenly you are seeing hair long gray aayiduthu, cooperate Kaushik, suddenly you become old. Yes or no? We've been doing action. What for we are doing action? Why don't you say, Aruna Nagajara, yake belige indra dina dudita idive, kelsa marta idive, Mamta Rai, to be happy, right? You're all for getting happiness only, you're doing everything right. But it's all temporary happiness. If you want to establish in permanent happiness, it is possible only by Jnanam. Apurnatvam, correct. But you are trying to get Purnatvam by working. Suddenly, Vakanda in the Shastra Mudima. You have to solve all the basic problems, right? Maybe you will get Jnanam and sit down. But what Bandham you have got, you cannot get out so easily. Yes or no? So, that is what other people have to work. And then, so all the actions you are doing, I say, no, Ramesh Venkatesan, do you say that you let me do some work to get problems? Anybody in the world does work to get problems? Madhu Harish, tell me. Some time back, Sridhar Rajaraman, there was a serial in Doordarshan TV. Ram Subramaniam, "Aa Bail Mujhe Maar." "Aa Bail Mujhe Maar." Old people will know, correct? What? The bull that is going the road, please come and hit. Subaraman sir. This person always will go outside, will get in trouble and come back. Like that. So nobody does any work for getting into trouble. You work for getting happiness. But please understand, the goal of all the action is, let me solve this problem. Focus on Jnanam. Finally, it will culminate in Jnanam. You understand this statement? This is a very important statement. Seemingly, we want happiness by action, but it will culminate in knowledge. Clear? So whatever yajna bhavana you are following has to culminate in study of Vedanta Shastras to get knowledge. Write down. Sloka from Viveka Chudamani. Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye vastu siddhir vicharena Na kinchit karma koti bhihi. Somebody write this? Na. In what? Bhajagovindam. Acharya says, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavanam Gnana Mihinaha Sarvamasena Muktim na bhajati Janma Shatena Bhajagovindam Bhajagovindam Govindam Bhajamudhamate. Two slokas you put reference for this. Na, Guru Swami Krishna, anybody? Are you able to catch all of this sloka or not? Na, Sukanya, Parango. That's very interesting. Today, suddenly I found somebody sending me a message. There's something called Chat GPT. Something the chat bot is there, correct? You can go and ask it anything. It says, I'm very intelligent, I'll give you any answer. I just put a question. Please give me Upanishad reference from Bhagavad Gita. Couldn't do. Not the point. So, that is why I say everything should be here. All these things. Then you can then train the chatbot. Correct, Ramesh Venkateshan. Then the chatbot you can teach and you can be brilliant. So please understand why I'm saying study every minute that is passing without focusing on knowledge. You are wasting our time. So, can someone still know? Nobody has got the reference. Two references. What is the meaning? I'll tell the meaning now. Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupa labdhaye. Karma will give only chitta shuddhi. Nacha vastu means atma vastu, atma jnanam. The Brahma jnanam nalabhyate. You will not get jnanam by karma. Radhika Mukund Burirada. You can never hope to get jnanam by doing bhajana, puja, japa, all those things. Vastu siddhir vicharena. That vastu siddhi. Vastu siddhi, Brahma jnanam, Atma jnanam, Vijnanam, experiential knowledge will come only with Vichara Margam. Vedanta vicharena. In Kaupina Panchakam, Acharya says, no, the person is involved only in Vedanta vichara. Vedanta vicharena sadara mantaha. Vikshanna matreshu chatushtimantaha. So like that, unless you are focused on Vedantic study, you will not get jnanam. Nakinchit karma koti bihi. You can do koti karmas. That means what? You can do so many yaga, puja, japa, you will not get jnanam. Similarly, Ram Nam Subbu, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam. Ganga Sagaran, from Gangotri, the place called Sagar in Calcutta. Recently Makara Sankranti happened. Makara Sankranti is very auspicious to go and take a bath, dip in Sagar. Kumar-ji, correct. So, many people have a ritual. They will go to Gangotri, have a dip. Madhuhari, if you are finding time, do it. Very good for Chitta Shuddhi. In different places, Kumar-ji, come down from there, Alakananda, Karnaprayag, Rudraprayag, keep following the Ganga route. And finally culminate in Ganga Sagar. You don't have time, correct? Kumar-ji, when you're retired, you can try that also. So Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam. That means Bhagavan Acharya says, right from Gangotri, right up to Sagar. Ganga Sagar, you go and take bath. One. Vrata Paripalanam Athavanam. You can practice lot of austerities. Atmanathan. Yavlo austerity irukku. Tapas ellam pannalam. Vrata Paripal Athava Dhanam. நிறைய பேர் தானம் கொடுத்து மோட்சம் கிடைக்கும்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. தானம் கொடுத்தா சித்த சுத்தி வரும், புண்ணியம் வரும். ஞான விஹீனஹ சர்வமசேன. Without jnanam, Vedanta Shravana, Vedanta jnanam, Brahma jnanam, muktim na bhajati janma shatena. The ஒரு small slokala, how Acharya put so beautifully. It's called Gnana Mahima. That's why this portion is what it's called what? The greatness of Jnanam. It's not so easy. You have to follow the right path. To get the right path, if you got the right path, you are Punyavan. Punyavan or Punyavati. So, Bhagavan is saying that finally you'll be free by following the right path. Now, So now Pada Vibhaga Anmaya. Shreyan Dravyamayat Yajnat Gnana Yajnaha He Parantapa Sarvam Karma Akhilam. Akhilam He Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. In this shloka, Bhagavan has called Arjuna 2 times. Important shloka. Parantapa and He Partha. Now Anmaya. He Parantapa Jnana Yajnaha Shreyan Yajnad Dravyamayat. First portion. He Partha Sarvam Karma Akhilam Parisamapyate Jnane. 2 parts of this shloka. Clear? PBA team, have you got it? The previous shloka also PBA has done or not? Clear, no? Fine. So please all of you read today's meeting note. Very important. Bhagavan is going to talk about how you can get jnanam and what are the things that are pitfalls, why some people don't make it. So we will find that out. So meaning, Pahe Parantapa. Arjuna is called Parantapa. Why? Scorcher of enemies. Nah. Again, scorch. Enemies will feel the heat. If you go to a new boss, you don't know what the boss is. How you feel? You all sweat, no? Why do you sweat in front of somebody? He creates heat. Like that, Arjuna, all the enemies will get heat. Automatically heat. They don't need any, Visakhapatnam type of temperature. One has to go to Vizag during summer. Best time to get roiled in sun. Okay. So Parantapa, Arjuna. Arjuna is called Parantapa. Gnana Yajnaha. Hey Parantapa. Gnana Yajnaha. The Gnana Yajna. This is not Gnana Yoga. The Gnana Yajnana enna. Those activities are involving action through knowledge. Correct? Shastram padikirudhu. Daily Shastram padichala enna solranum? I am going to offer my sincerity of study of Shastras in the fire of offering to Bhagavan. Like that. All those Bhavana Bhagavan has told. Jnana Yajna. Somebody can do homework. You can split the Yajna Bhavana that Bhagavan has given into material Yajna and knowledge-based Yajna. Dravya Yajna and Jnana Yajna. Satish avare artha agta idya? End ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಯಜ್ಞ ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಒಂದು group or material base. Another group is based on Jnanam. So, Jnana Yajna Shreyan. Shreyan means what? Superior. Bhagavan told Shreyan somewhere. Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha Paradharmat Suanushthitat. Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyaha Paradharmo Bhayabaha. So, here Arjuna, Jnana Yajna is superior. What? Yajnat Dravyamayat. To other yajnas involving material. Dravyam na, you all know Dravyam. Dravyam is material. Dravyamayat, Panchami. From the standpoint compared to all other material yajnas, yajnat, that means what? Yajnas means what? You can add other yajnas, supply the word, other yajnas. So other yajnas involving material is lower in nature compared to Jnana Yajna. Now you should be very, very clear by now. Vidyadhanam, Sarvadhanam, Pradhanam. Correct? That is the greatest. And so anything you do with knowledge has got more value. Hey Partha, Sarvam Karma. Now Bhagavan comes to the key point. All actions that we are doing, Akhilam, without any exception. The word Akhila is extremely, very nice word. Correct? Akhilam na. Akhilam naka, not even totality, without exception. The Akhilandeshwari. Very good name, correct? Akhilandeshwari. Vijayendra Ragatla. So Akhila. So Akhilam. So Sarvam Karma. Every action, Akhilam means what? Without exception. Observe the word, Narasagar. Bhagavan told Sarvam Karma. He could have stopped at that. It denotes all actions. He used the word Akhilam. That means what? Without exception. That means whatever action we are doing, Parisamapyate, culminates. The ultimate goal is Gnane, Saptami, in Gnanam. It is not visible to us now. Now, Malati madam, How all these actions are culminating jnanam? I don't understand. You'll be scratching your head. But when you sit down and do vicharam like this, you will know all this I am doing for temporary happiness. Slowly I understand that I have to focus on jnanam, Gnana Margam, Vedanta Shravana, focus on jnanam. It will go finally culminate in jnanam. And once you get jnanam, whether you do karma or don't do karma, it is immaterial, depending on your varnashrama. Told no ashrama dharmam, follow the karma as per shastras. You cannot skip shastras. Please understand that. Clear? Now, sloka number 34. So, Bhagavan thought, say now, I told you will get culminating jnanam. So, people will do only dravya yajna, tapo yajna, all these things, and finally get jnanam. There is a way to get jnanam. Because you've been saying, sir, how to get this jnanam? Subramanian, sir. Constantly we are thinking, how to get this jnanam. So now 7-star sloka, 34th sloka. 3 plus 4, again 7 liya. Now 7-star sloka. 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚 तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Very important, all of you commit to memory. 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚 तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. So Bhagavan is now giving the steps. So in any particular sadhana, there are 2 levels. One is called preparatory steps. Another is direct step. Clear? So far Bhagavan has been telling all the preparatory steps needed for getting jnanam. Correct? So if Pongal comes, preparation manna. Right from buying all the vegetables, cutting, doing all manana. Finally it is available for eating. Correct? Direct. Can you take all the vegetables and put it inside? No. Can you make pongal in the mouth? You cannot do, right? Similarly, anything requires preparation and culmination. So far Bhagavan has talked about preparation. Now he says, what is the direct path or direct sadhana? Write down. So one is called as what? Preparatory sadhanas. Another is called direct sadhana. So direct sadhana, Bhagavan is saying, now if you want to get this knowledge, it is not available just like that. Not available in internet. Not available in YouTube. Bhagavan says, may you gain this knowledge. Which knowledge? Brahmajnanam, Atmajnanam. Where should you go? You should go in search of a guru who is Atmajnani. So the day you get, that's what I keep saying, got a deep down desire for getting jnanam, you don't need to worry. Where will I get? You don't need to worry. Guru will appear in front of you. And once you get the guru, then the path is settled, you will go to moksha. My experience, I'm telling you. Now, you will get even the remotest place of the world. Guru will come and help you. So, what you should do? Go and surrender to Guru. First, Bhagavan says, do prostration. That means what? That's why when you go to Perivanal, what do? You do 4 namaskarams. 4 namaskaram pannom. Purushalam, purinjudha? Vindu namaskaram pannom. So, you prostrate yourself. The Acharya. Second, you have to do service also. Guru Seva has got maximum benefit. This, my Guru is the greatest in Guru Seva. Again, at the age of 8 years, he went to Gurukula, to my Swamiji's 80 years. The next 14, 15 years, he served everything. Right from washing his clothes to getting food. Everything he has done and studied Vedanta Shastra. Indamari engin kedaikadhu. Enna Atmanathan. Perivas are told in 2-3 times in Anugrah Bhashanam or not. Our Guruji, Mahomapade Subbaraya Sharma Guruji, has done Romba Shastriyama vandaru solragala illaya. Mari adukku avlo mahima. See, normal knowledge is different. By doing Guru Seva, going to Gurukulam and getting knowledge is extremely beneficial. So by service panno. Today you write down the word Shushrusha. We say Guru Shushrusha, right? What is Shushrusha? Shushrusha is no externally trying to help. Na kaal pidikirathu, kai pidikirathu, na thuni thoke, all this, no washing clothes. Write down the vyutpatti for Shushrusha. Shrotum ichha Shushrusha. Shrotum na enna, Vinod? I want to hear this Mahavakyam, the knowledge. Ichha. I have the desire to know about the Vedantic truths. So I am doing service. Purinjida? Shushrushandrathu vandu actually Vedanta Acharyakada is applicable. Enna Vinod? We cannot say you're doing Shushrusha to somebody else. Enna? To your grandmother. Adala seva. That is seva. Shushrusha should be applied only to a guru. That is Ardhakta, yeah. Sevagu, Shushrushagu difference eno. Illi seve maduva guri eno. Jnanavannu padayudakke. Yavag heltare gottagalla. If you study Mahaperivas Charitram, many times casually Perivas advised about all these great concepts of truth. And the Appo Soluvan theriyadu namakalla. Not in Zoom session. Madam, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Now we need all these things, good also, but many times it comes in a not in an organized way. So now you're all clear? NRS. Shushushana. Okay, now, so when you do this, and not only that, you have to ask the right questions. Lata Mahadev, Surbhatam. Like all of you are asking questions, no? See, please understand your Vedanta Vichara Margam, it is not dogmatic. Until you are established in doubtless knowledge, when iota of doubt will not be left, ask question not once, twice, thrice, 300 times. That's why I say we should study all the Shastras, Shankara Bhashyam. When you study Shankara Bhashyam, the commentaries of Adi Shankaracharya, he puts more and more opposing point of view. And again, Singeri Acharya Solvar. Shankara Bhashyam, he says that if you don't know how to question, I will teach you how to question and then I'll give the answer to the question there. Because our intellect is not good enough to ask very, Kutila question, quick question. Acharya, what Acharya does is he puts the most complex counterpoint as a question from the opponent. Prativadam, correct? And then he gives as if. No, many of them are actually so that you don't get doubt. See, when will you be doubtless knowledge? You are able to ask differing questions. That's why ask questions. Your mind should not have any doubt. Later, Bhagavan is going to say, Meenakshi Madam, Samshayatma Vinashyati. If you got doubt itself can destroy you. Correcta? Shyamala Shri Madam, correcta? You're okay? Okay, yeah. See, any doubt left in the mind will lead to destruction. So proper inquiry, get answers. And then what will happen? Bhagavan says, what for these people are there is jnanis, the sages. Their job only is to teach. So these wise sages will impart that knowledge to you. Develop a good relationship with the Guru. And then that is the best journey you can have. Like a train journey or whatever journey. You can get all the answers and they will deliver, impart this knowledge, but only seek the right answers and you will get jnanam. Simple agaliya. So you will get it very easily. So this is a very important shloka. Commit to memory. Now Padavi Bhaganmaya. Tat vidhi. Very, all words are very heavy. Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. So Bhagavan has used two qualifications for this teacher of Atma Vidya. What are the two? Jnaninaha, tattvadarshinaha. Two things are required. Let's see the meaning. Vidhi tat. May you gain what? This jnanam, supply. Vidhi. Vidhi means what? May you gain tat, that. Vidhi means get this knowledge. How? Pranipatena. By prostration. Acharya Shankara, now small thing. Shankara Bhashyam, very nice you see. Acharya Shankara gives the vyutpatti. Vyutpatti na Write down. Vyutpatti in Sanskrit means Visheshena Utpattihi. Kumarji, write down. How a word is formed. Vyutpatti. Enna solraru? Pranipataha. Write down. Pranipataha, individual word break into three. Pranipataha. Okay. Pranipataha. Prakarshena. That means what? It's not only I'm feeling of, I'm very, very, I'm bowing down to my guru. Masala. Externally, you have to display your humility. Prakarshena means, prakarshena, what is prakasham? Prakarshena should be very visible. Nischayaihi. Clear determination be there. I am going to the guru. I am prostrating. I want to get the knowledge. Summa sumalam pogodas. Purinja clear? Nischayaihi. Pataha means falling at the feet. Pathingla, the word pranipatena has got three elements. And Acharya Shankara writes, right? I'll read this for you. Shankara Bhashyam. Tat vidhi vijani yena vidhina prapyate iti. Vidhina prapyate. Addadidi madakagalla. Kannadalli, you cannot go in your own way. There is a one particular way. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. To Shraddha, to Guru, to Shastras, to Bhagavan. Approach the Guru properly. That's why he say, learn how to speak to the Guru, how to behave with the Guru. Correct? He'll suddenly keep silent. Now, again, many times, very well, he's gone many times to see very well. Sometimes very well remain silent. That means what? Something is wrong. So, be very clear. Underline the word here. Vidhina. By only proper, that particular path you have to follow. Acharyan abhigamya. So go and approach an acharya. So Bhagavan says acharya. Shankara says acharya. Pranipatena. This is how Bhashya is written. I want to give a jalak. How Acharya Bhashyam is there. Pranipatena. Prakarshena. Nischaihi. Then also Acharya is nichaihi. That means what? You have to bow down. Two things. Nischayena and nichaihi. That means what? You should not stand on the top of the Guru and say, Guru, teach me. I told you, no? Nowadays there is this podium where in the stadium, Guru is at the bottom. So nichaihi. Also you have to bow down. Patanam. Patanam means what? Pataha, falling down. What? Pranipataha. And Acharya gives the explanation. Dirgha namaskaraha. Pargo. I think I was telling you, anybody has got Muthuswami, buy the book. Slowly I will teach you all these things. Time illa. So, Dirgha Namaskaraha. So, for a Purusha, Ashtanga Namaskaram, Pancha Namaskaram for the Sri, Dirgha Namaskaraha, Tena. That means approaching the Guru, to that Guru, you should ask. What do you ask? Katham Bandhaha. How is this binding coming to me? How am I bound? What is the problem? Why am I got worries? Why am I not able to get rid of all the problems? Katham bandhaha. What is this bandham? Katham mokshaha. Acharya Bhashyam. Giridhar. How nice it is. Katham mokshaha. Ka vidya. What is the knowledge to learn? Kacha avidya. What is ignorance? What is knowledge? What is ignorance? Iti pariprashnena. So you should go and ask the Guru these questions. Enna? எனக்கு வந்து இன்கிரிமெண்ட் வேணும் என்ன இங்கேல சொல்லுவார் என்ன ராம்நாம் சுப்பு எனக்கு இன்கிரிமெண்ட் வரல பெரியவா ப்ளீஸ் கெட் மீ இன்கிரிமெண்ட் நல்ல வேலை கிடைக்கணும் ஐ நீட் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஃப்ரம் தே புட் மீ இன் அருணாச்சல் பிரதேஷ் ஐ வாண்ட் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் டு சென்னை ப்ளீஸ் கிவ் மீ அனுகிரகம் you can ask all these things because you will get that also, but really what you should ask from the Atma Vidya Guru is all these questions. Purinja, I will note down all these questions you should ask. And iti pariprashnena. So pranipatena by prostration, sevaya by service. See, for a guru, the biggest problem is time. And again, we have been there with madam, no time. So somebody has to take care of all the other elementary work. So anybody who does Guru Seva gets to moksha very soon, they say in Shastras. That is the biggest thing they need. Guru Arpan sir. What do they need? They need because if they are involved in suppose there is a teacher, Rutvej, busy cleaning the house, washing utensils, cooking, cleaning clothes and doing only that. Where is the time to teach? That's why other people will help. So, by service. So, sevaya pariprashnena. That's what I told. So, Acharya says, ask all these questions. You noted all the questions. Should I read again? So, katham bandhaha. Somebody write down. Katham mokshaha. Ka vidya. Ka cha vidya. Iti pariprashnena sevaya. And so, anybody saying Acharya's bhashyam with you? Rasagulla today. Guru Shushrushaya. Saranaliya. Just now I told you. What is Guru Shushrushaya? Shrotum Micha Shushrushya. So Guru Shushrushaya. Evam Adina. So beautiful bhashyam for this particular shloka. Then Prashrayena Avarjitaha Acharyaha. So Prashrayena means having been questioned. Once the question is put to the Acharya, Upadekshanti, Kathayishyanti, they will give, they will explain, Te Gnanam, Etokta Vishayanam. Etokta means what? As prescribed by Shastras. Etokta Visheshanam, with all the description, examples, simile, yalla. Because this knowledge is very difficult to get. So they'll give a lot of examples. They'll give you different kinds of corollaries to teach you this. Jnaninaha. So jnanavantaha api kechit yathavat tattva darshana sheelaha. That means what? Not only they have got knowledge. Now, jnanam means what? Not only intellectual knowledge, Bhanumanti madam, tattva darshinaha. They realize the truth. They establish the truth. There are two levels. When you all study Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the process for Jnanam is told beautifully in Atmanathan. First, Shastra fulla padikano. Study Shastras properly. Understand everything intellectually, like an academic study. Understand the meaning. Padavibhaga, Anvaya. Then, commit key points memory. Then that should be always in the mind. So, they say some Sanskrit knowledge is very helpful to you. Then that should always be Mananam. Next stage, Mananam, keep on doing. Then you get established in that knowledge. Clear? So from intellectual, it becomes experiential. So that is why two words Acharya Bhagavan has used. Pariprashnena is already clear. By proper inquiry. No, all the questions you understood. No, what question to ask? You go to Acharya. First question get very well. 1922 answer. Okay. So proper inquiry, pariprashnena, jnaninaha, who has got jnanam. I keep saying, for a jnani, check whether the person has got jnanam. What are the qualifications? Kumarjivi. First is the person should have been a student with somebody. Anybody who manufactures something on their own, dangerous people. Be 5 kilometers away from them. First, the person should have been a disciple. Then the person should read the Vedas, Vedic knowledge. Vedas means what? Vedas, Vedanta, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, Shastra. If understood properly by the teacher, and then the person becomes wise. Jnaninaha, the wise people. They are also called Tattva Darshinaha. That means what? They understood the reality. They are established in reality. They become a sage. Means what? No, Rishi. Rishi is Vyutpatti Meenakshi Mantra Drashta. Normal Rishi is Mantra Drashta. This Jnana Rishi is what? Tattva Drashta. Purnida Rajasagar. One is finding mantras, Vedic mantras. For example, Gayatri mantras found by which Rishi? Krishna here. Vishwamitra Rishi. Correct? So he found the Gayatri mantras available. This person has understood reality which is everywhere. Tattva Darshinaha, the sages. What they will do? Upadekshanti. They will impart. Once you have understood how to approach and qualify all these 4 steps, you will get this knowledge. They will impart what? Jnanam. If you not ask about politics, who will become prime minister, who will become president, which party, Priya Karnataka election yaar bartare, idella matadbararu. Should go and only talk about Tattva Vicharam. And once you ask questions, you can ask. Because when you study Upanishads, when you study this Bhagavad Gita also, one place Bhagavan will say do karma properly. Oh, that's Satish. Another place they give up karma. One place they upasana. One place dhyanam. One place jnanam. One place karma yoga. Why so many things are there? Bewildering or not? Correct? So many things are there. Why is all this told? No real doubts, go and ask. They will impart what? Jnanam, that knowledge. Te, to you. PVA vandhudo indumati madam. PVA. So this is very important sloka. Just stand and go to the next one. All of you please stand with me. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti te Gnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshinaha. For Stris Panchanga Namaskaram. Oh, you just have to know Panchanga also 4 times. See, anybody who does, demonstrate. Please do it. Clear? So you should not put Sashtangam. One day I will take a separate class on Namaskaram. Okay? Okay. Now, see, that ashramam is Turi ashramam. Sannyasi is the 4th ashramam. So 4 Namaskaram. The reason why you do 4 Namaskaram. So you have to give Rajogunam, Tamogunam, Sattvagunam and establish in what? Gunatitam. Adala evlo irukke. Enna? Rajasagar, why you do 4 Namaskara? Acharya is beyond Rajogunam, Tamogunam, Sattvagunam and is Gunatita. Now 4 Mahimar. Clear? Now, sloka number 35. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yajñātva napunar moham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanya sheshena drakṣasyatmanyat homai. Together. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yajñātva napunar moham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanya sheshena drakṣasyatmanyat homai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Another very, very, very important sloka. Nah, Varungo. This 35, 8-star Kuduruman. 8-star sloka. What is it? What is Bhagavan saying here? Now the question arises. Raviji, we all studied mathematics, physics, mechanics, thermodynamics. Once upon a time, we studied all this in the lot. Most of us studied. You are botany, physiology, if you are doctor, chemistry, KRC money, all these things studied. No, now are we remembering anything? Only your grandson, granddaughter comes and asks, can you solve this problem? Oh, no, but it's vector calculus, Green's theorem, Gauss theorem. Ramesh Venkateshan will know, he's a doctorate, correct? So, in his teaching, his daughter is now remembering all these things, right? Like that. So, you will forget. All this academic knowledge you will forget. Is this Jnanam also like this? I got Atma Jnanam from my Guru. Will I also forget after some time? The question comes. So, Bhagavan says, after gaining this knowledge completely, properly, correctly, and systematically, you will never get into delusion again in this manner. Clear? Nowadays, what is happening? Sometimes everything is fine. Brahman is real. Other times, Brahman is unreal. Valagam is real. Correct? I keep saying Bhagavad Gita class, Vedanta class, Brahman is Brahman. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Outside the class, Mithya and Satyam gets interchanged. Okay. So will it become like that? So Bhagavan says, no. Once you get this knowledge, you will be established in it and you will not get back into the same cycle of what? In the morning I coined the term Chakra Vyuha, right? If you want to get into Samsara Chakram, should get into what? Shastra Chakram, Vedanta Shastram. Shastram nale, in Radhasagar, Shastra means Vedanta Shastram. Nadigur Chogan again. Shastram Vedanta Mimamsa Devastu Parameshwaraha Acharya Shankara Acharyaha Santu Janmani Janmani. Shastram nale Vedanta Shastram na. Shastram actually, to be frank. Anyway, so after gaining that knowledge, you will not get into delusion in this manner once again. Is Arjuna deluded or not? How does delusion reflect in Arjuna? Quick question. But you should answer. Is Arjuna in moham or not? The 3-step process to get moham. Nah. What is the moham? What is the delusion of Arjuna? He's seeing right as wrong, wrong as right. He's thinking fighting my own kith and kin is wrong. Correct? Are you understanding? Nah. So please understand. So Bhagavan says, so if you understand this properly, you will not be in moham. Did Arjuna get out of moham so easily? It's not so easy. Correct? Huh? Now, Gita class. After stepping out, very difficult. Correct? Huh? Raga Shokam. Very good. Systematic study. Very clearly as a path to Jnanam. Wherever you go, don't worry. Whether in New Jersey or New Zealand, doesn't matter. If you are sticking to Vedanta, you'll get Jnanam. Don't worry. Very good. The three-part process is put. Raga, Shoka, Moha. That is Arjuna's path to Moha. We don't need to go to Moha like that. Everybody need not reach Moha by Raga, Shoka. You will reach Moha by some other means. Clear, huh? So, you will be out of this Moha, never get back in delusion again. Hey Arjuna, by that knowledge, important point, you will see all beings. That means what? You will be able to see the unity in all beings without exception in me. That means what? I told you. Seeing everybody in Bhagavan and seeing Bhagavan in everything. I talked about 9th, 10th, 11th chapter, no? So, seeing Bhagavan everywhere is Vibhuti Yoga. Seeing everything in Bhagavan, everybody in Bhagavan is Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Are you getting the point? Na, Ramesh Venkatesan, Katha class varla. Tappilla. What is the difference in 10th chapter, 11th chapter? Subaraman sir? Na, seeing Bhagavan in everything is Vibhuti Yoga. That means what? Everything can see Bhagavan's aspects. Na, Patavan Burirda. Na, seeing everybody in Bhagavan, Vishwarupa Darshanam, Bhagavan showed, right? So both will happen. So Bhagavan says, you will see all beings in me without exception, as well as in yourself. That means what? Once you become Atma Surupam, in Atman itself, everything is resting, and Atman itself the source of everything. Write down. Mayeva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yanti, tad brahma advayam asmyaham. So, you understand that you are that reality, and so you'll be established. And so what will happen? You will know clearly that there is only one reality, rest are all what? Seemingly real. And who is that? Where is that reality? Kalamalivanam? That reality, I am. I am that reality. So you will end up with this knowledge. Padavibhaga Anvaya will do in the next class. We'll stop now for the person to chant Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam. So for this particular shloka, some more references are there in Upanishad. I'll give in the next class. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shivabramani, please stand. Very good.
Yes. Om Sri Paramatmane Namaha. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha Yaktva deham punarjanma naidi mameti sorjuna vitaraga krodhaha madmaya mamupasritaha bahavo jnana tapasa bhuda madbhavamagataha ye yatha mam pravadyante tamstadeva bhajamyaham mama vartmana vartande Manushya Partha Sarvashaha Ankshandha Karmanam Siddhim Yajanda Iha Devataha Kshipram Hi Manushe Loke Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja Chadurvanyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha Tasya Kartaram Abhimam Vidya Kartaram Avyayam Hari Om.
Nice. Shiva Subramani sir. Where are you staying, sir?
Currently, I was staying in Jamnagar. Now, currently, last 10 days before I shifted to back to my native place in Trivandrum, in Kerala.
Ah,
because
very
I was working
nice.
in Reliance. Now I got retired and now I get settled and going back to my native place in Trivandrum.
Very good. Now you can focus.
Into this type of activities.
So you can now start attending Gita class. Retirement.
Yes,
Bhagavan is
definitely.
retirement. Correct? Huh? Now are you able to
Definitely.
understand all the Gita meanings now in the class?
Yeah, because I used to attend the class with Chinmayananda.
Okay, very good. So please sit down and study systematic study of with
Yes.
Padavibhaga, you'll get good knowledge. Okay, very good. So we will continue. We'll continue less than 12 hours. Which chapter now? 15th chapter will continue. Wonderful chapter. Ramesh Venkateshan time attend பண்ணுங்க. All you can study this 2, 3, 4 times. 15 chapter is not so easy. We'll continue once again then less than 12 hours. Saturday morning 7:30. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsate. Krishna 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 Krishna. Shubhamastu samasta sanmangalani. Hari Om. Narayana Narayana.